Microblading Eyebrows Process. Recently, microblading eyebrows are becoming popular and a trend for many women, including men. They want to achieve fuller brows that they never hoped possible to happen. However, because of this new technology, a lot of people are still unaware of the differences between microblading eyebrows, microshading, or microfeathering. Investing in semi-permanent makeup can be intimidating if you were not well educated about the procedure. There are doubts and questions raised about whether it is worth it to shell out money when you plan to do microblading eyebrows. On the other hand, those who are very familiar with the process would not think twice about investing in their eyebrows. They know that they will save resources. We will tackle these techniques differences to give you clarification so you can decide later. So, with that said, which is the best microblading eyebrows treatment you can have? Microblading eyebrows. Microblading or eyebrow embroidery is a treatment wherein a technician inserts pigment into your brow skin. They create very fine hairs similar to your eyebrows to make them thicker and have full-blown eyebrows. It is a semi-permanent eyebrow makeup because the pigment is inserted in the superficial layers of the skin. That is why you need a touch-up from time to time for maintenance. How long does it last? Microblading eyebrows last from 12 months to 3 years. You can imagine the time and money you can save from doing your eyebrows every day. Buying the brow pencils, gels, and other cosmetics you need for your makeup. As I mentioned earlier, you need a touch-up every 2 years to keep your brows fabulous. To make your microblading eyebrows last longer, you need to avoid a few things. Staying under the sun and using retinol near your brows are forbidden. These will only make the pigment fade. Some aftercare rules you need to observe is to make sure your brows are dry. Don't go swimming or avoid excessive sweating since it will wipe out the ink in your skin. Don't wash your face, instead use wipes when you need to remove your makeup. Does microblading eyebrows hurt? Some ladies would have a second thought of whether they will do microblading eyebrows or just continue traditional eyebrow drawing because of the idea that microblading is painful. The truth is, it doesn't hurt. The microblading artist will apply ointment on the brows to make it numb, so you won't feel pain when the artist starts cutting your skin. The blade scratching sound is what makes people think that the process is troublesome. Microshading. Unlike microblading eyebrows, where tiny hair strokes are created to make your eyebrows look natural, microshading is a technique where an expert applies a semi-permanent makeup on your eyebrows. An artist uses a manual or electrical tool to fill in the brow's scattered parts with small dots of pigments to create powdered-like brows, replacing the traditional eyebrow drawing with a pencil or tint. The good thing about microshading is that it applies to all skin types, whether your skin is oily or sensitive. It is also great for thin eyebrows because of the tiny dots of pigment used on the brows. They become darker and fuller. Does it last long? Microshading lasts from 1 to 3 years. It is similar to microblading eyebrows. To ensure your eyebrows' longevity, you need to consult your technician for a touch-up and follow some do's and don'ts to ensure that your brows will stay thick and bushy. Microfeathering. Microfeathering is another kind of microblading eyebrows. The difference between the two is, in microblading eyebrows, the whole brow area is covered to make the eyebrows fluffy, whereas, for microfeathering, the thin part of the brows will be filled to create a fuller look. Before the treatment, you shouldn't pluck or wax or do any hair removal on your brow area. Your eyebrows' hair is necessary when you do the procedure since the technician uses them as a base for microfeathering. Longevity. The lifespan of microfeathering depends on your skin type and lifestyle. Oily skin doesn't make the pigment stay long. You have to be aware of your skincare routine too. Age is also another factor for the longevity of the eyebrows. Contrary to microblading eyebrows that will last from 1 to 3 years, microfeathering shelf life is from 8 months to a maximum of 12 months. The aftercare of each treatment should be strictly followed to avoid infection and ensure an excellent healing process. Suppose it is your first time to do microshading, microfeathering, or microblading eyebrows. You'd better consult your technician to educate you on the rules you have to follow before and after the procedure. With all that being said about microshading, microfeathering, and microblading eyebrows, I hope that you have a point of view of their differences. If you are still in doubt, which is the best technique for your brows, consulting an expert and asking for advice on which method is right for you is an excellent choice. Remember, you are investing in your brows, and shelling out money is not that easy, so make sure that what you're going to do is worth your time and resources. And if you are looking for a top-rated studio to do your eyebrows, BrowBeat Studio Dallas Advanced Eyebrow Microblading Experts is highly recommended, especially for a newbie like you. For years, they've been providing magnificent assistance to every client and granted them a 100% friendly and welcoming environment, making each customer go back for another service. Thank you so much for reading Microblading Eyebrows. What's the difference between microblading, microshading, and microfeathering? I hope that this is informative, especially about microblading eyebrows.